All right, so this guy, I met him yesterday for the first time in my life, and he showed me all of Budapest, or almost all of Budapest. We spent 2 days now together. Right now we are in the studio he works at. He sent me a random message 3 days ago. What did you send me?
I just saw your Instagram stories that you are at Budapest, and I was like, no way he's here at Budapest. I followed him 3 years ago when he had a couple of thousand followers, and I learned so much from your content that I was like, I just need to have a coffee with this guy. I just want to see who he is in real life, in person. And I'm glad I did it because I messaged you knowing that I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And how did we end up here? I don't know, but I'm a lucky guy.
So actually, this is one of my favorite things about this whole social media thing is like, you know, you get a lot of followers, but it's really fun when you can see them and meet them in real life.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about for me, and I love traveling, so I like, okay, let's go tomorrow to Paris, and then someone messages you, and I'm alone, I travel all the time, so sometimes with friends, sometimes without, so it's just awesome that you can show me around, I can be with you, I can see your life, we can document everything. We're here in the studio, this awesome fucking studio that I love, and you're showing me all around, and we went to where was it yesterday?
The spas,
The
there
spa.
are really famous thermal spas at Budapest.
Yeah, 15 or 20 swimming pools. And then we went to a night out to see the nightlife, and now we are at the studio. And it started with a coffee, to be honest. But I just saw how awesome this guy is.
And that's the least I can do for you.
No, you're awesome. Thank you. My belief is to document my life. So we had really interesting conversations about everything. And he wants to start his own personal brand as well. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to help you to build your personal brand. You want to build a personal brand. You just made a video not long ago that went viral for you,
Yes.
right?
What a coincidence. It was 3 days ago, just 3 days ago, I made the first reel.
In the same day we met.
Yeah.
Or you messaged me.
Yes, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's
Incredible.
coincidences.
Maybe life is trying to tell you something, eh?
Yeah, if we put it that way.
It went viral. What did you do? Tell us what is it about? And what's viral?
Well, it's not that viral. It's viral for my small accounts because it's at 8,000 views.
Yep.
Which is small
And you
numbers.
have 1,000 followers.
And I have 1,000 followers,
Yes.
and probably 90% of them are Hungarians, friends of mine.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who are not following me because I'm a photographer, but more like because they are my friend. And now this content, like 70% of the views are coming from non-followers. And
You
first
should
of
check
all,
from where, by the way, it's really important.
you can check it from the countries and
From the profile. If you go into the profile, you can see who is watching your content from where.
I will check it.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
It's really important because, you know, if you get people from Africa, they can't really help you. They cannot buy from you anything.
Yes.
But if you get people from America, they have money and they're awesome and they love buying things. So working with Americans is one of the best things you can do in your life, from my perspective.
I'm far from that.
Why? You're not far from that. You make a few posts and you can definitely do that.
Well, maybe I'm just not I can't believe it it works. So there is a barrier.
No, what do
That's
you
what
not
I
believe?
feel.
What do
It's
you
like
not
I don't know how it works. So I don't know where to go, what direction I have to go to make it happen.
There is a lot of things you can do online, right?
Yes,
You can
yes.
edit videos for people. You can do social media for people.
You can do too many things actually. So it's really difficult to decide.
Right. Okay, and your biggest problem that we just spoke about is the brand identity that you have.
Yes.
Right? So, okay, what I would do if I were you would be to post every day, first of all. Like, my life changed when I posted every day. If I would go to sleep without posting, I would feel terrible. And so I just challenged myself to post for 30 days, 1 month. I went to Thailand, and I posted every day, and that helped change my life. Like, I came back from Thailand. No, I finished this challenge with 30 days with, I think, 30,000 followers.
Wow.
Or 35,000 followers. So, yeah, it took
In
me
what period of time?
30 days.
30 days, 30
Yeah,
days.
1 month.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it took me 8 years to build one social media to 5,000 followers. All those 5,000 followers or 4,000 were my friends, right? And then I went to Thailand. I was like, right now I'm going to make every day a post, and I'm going to speak in this post and show who I really am. Show my best self, not hide behind the camera. And there's a lot of fears that I had, so I had to go over those fears.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. I think for me, life is all about learning and getting over fear.
Yeah.
Your full potential is behind the fears that you have.
Oh, I can agree on that.
So, posted every day content that's for one specific one specific thing, not for my friends, not content for my friends. It's content for it's my secrets. Share your secrets. Sell the implementation.
Yes, but I think first you have to realize your values. So you can talk about your values and how you think if you first realize that you have actually something to give.
You kind of know them already. Like you can ask mom, and you can ask your friends, and you can ask your colleagues.
Yes, but that's also a part of the process that you have to put some effort in it to find out what is actually so valuable in your service, in your.
Okay, there are a few principles that changed my life. Okay, that I think will help you here. One principle is if there's a difference between who you are in real life and who you are online, there's a problem.
Yeah,
okay?
Full agree.
So all the people who follow you right now on Instagram are your friends. They're people who know who you are in real life. That's why they follow you and they pay attention to you. Otherwise, they wouldn't care about you, right? So you don't want to be any different online than you are on Instagram, than in real life. That's one principle. The second principle is share your secrets, sell the implementation, which means one of the things that goes the most viral is sharing your secrets, sharing things that no one shares, basically, and vulnerability, authenticity, vulnerability, secrets. Those things get a lot of attention.
I think few of them was clear to me, and that's what I built into that reel a couple of days ago.
Exactly, and I saw this. So what is this reel?
It's a few of my photos. There are these
lines,
the
laws.
The golden ratio, and like lines that drives your focus on the photo. And
you just show your photos and you show the lines on top of it.
It's a short explanation.
Yes.
My thought process behind that photos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I told you already earlier that if you just added a voiceover, you posted the same thing, you've added a voiceover, you can get 100,000 views. You could, I'm not promising anything, but it will just be much more engaging. Now, the principle behind it is also there's more information to look at, to listen to, right? If you look at something, it's interesting, you can look at it twice. The more time people spend on this reel, the more Instagram will show it to people, right? But if there's something to listen to, there's something to look at, and there's something to read, they will look at it 3 times.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the algorithm thinks that, it's so valuable, people spend minutes on it, so they...
Not only that, now you can sell things as well. If you just show things, you can be an AI, you can be anyone. Like there's no connection. But if you speak, it's much more powerful. People connect to you. And
people connect to authenticity.
Yes, and authenticity is the highest frequency. I thought always that my accent sucks, and I had a worse accent when I started. Like my Instagram helped me get rid of the accent. But actually the accent is really good because it's authentic and it's different. People love that. So actually the accent is really good for you.
By the way, this was one of the things that why I followed you, because of your bad accent. Because I thought okay,
he's not perfect.
He's not afraid of speaking with that accent, and I know that I can speak English properly, and probably most of the people who are not a native speaker have that same feeling, and I was like, okay, if he can do that, then I'm just doing excuses, finding excuses to not to do so, do it. So yeah,
This is awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was always like, my best excuse was I'll start posting on Instagram once I don't have an accent anymore, and I would never work on my accents because I don't know why. Yeah, so it was never ending. It was stupid until I realized this is a stupid excuse. I should just do it.
And so basically you dared to be yourself, and people like that you are just yourself.
You know what's also interesting? I had a really strong connection, and I see that we have this strong connection, or you followed me because of that. We follow people who are doing what we are afraid of.
Yes.
So you have that with me. I had that with people who were living in Bali during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was afraid of it. I thought it was fucking awesome that they did it. And that's why I followed them and I became a fan.
Yes, because you realize that you are making excuses. So you try to find something that can prove that you are wrong. So you can,
Yeah, so if you
want to
get
a chance.
If you want to get a following as well, you do something that you're afraid of, because other people are afraid of the same things. Now they're afraid of it. They pay attention to you and they see you as a leader, right? If you go and be like, yes, you have this energy of confidence in the streets, you'll see that everyone's starting to look at you, girls starting to follow you, all of those things, right?
Yeah.
And you'll get haters as well, for sure, but also not. You'll get people who are like, awesome. He's really being his authentic self. You walk with music on and you're like, Yeah,
Now the question is, what are going to be my excuses
you tell me.
after this conversation? So now I have to make new excuses not to do, not to do what I'm afraid of.
Yeah. You know, this is the beauty of sales often. The people I help the most with is when they buy something, because this whole sales process is exactly this conversation. It's like, oh yeah, I have this limiting belief, I have this. You help them change their beliefs, and then you're like, okay, well, what are we going to do now? I know you're going to get back to the excuses if you're going to go do it alone.
Yep.
But if we do it together,
do it all the time.
I'm going to help you. You're going to pay me a lot of money. It's going to be hurtful for you, right? It's going to be like 2 months of your salary or 1 month of your salary. But because it hurts you, now you're committed. Now you're going to do it with me, right? And that's the beauty of sales. So you can do that, for example, pay someone, or you can go to your friends and be like, hey, here's €1,000. I need to post every day. If I post every day, you give me a massage. If I don't post every day, you keep the money. Now it hurts you.
Yes.
You can do that as well.
That's right.
I do both of them with my clients. They pay me a lot of money, they're committed, I help them, I hold their hand every day, and then I tell them, hey, send a message to your friends that if you don't post every day right now, you're gonna go to clean their toilet or something like that, clean their house.
If you make something difficult for you, for yourself, or uncomfortable, there are more chances that you're going to do that.
You always, and this is one key in content as well, or in attention, you always wanna make it challenge like this, where there's a punishment, because that's real life, right? There's a punishment and there's a reward. Mr. Beast, he does that. Hey, here's the challenge. If you stay here for 90 days without eating, whatever, you get $1 million. If you don't, you just lost a lot of time and you get punched, or I don't know what it is he does, but yeah.
And you walk away with the feeling that I was not strong enough to get that $1 million.
Yeah.
A lot of tension.
Yeah, people love tension. It gets a lot of attention.
Yes.
Attention gets attention. Yeah.
Tension gets attention.
Yeah.
You have to do things from passion, 100%.
Yeah,
I think
I do things from passion.
Yeah, and I think I will 100% do a lot of things that won't make any money. But I know it's a good thing to do. It helps people. It's a beautiful thing. It's a valuable thing. It's another thing that the market doesn't pay much for it, because we live in a world where AI is the hot topic, marketing is the hot topic, and that makes most of the money in the world. Technology is a hot topic. There are also things that right now not worth a lot of money on the market, but it's still for the human race. It's an important thing to do.
Yeah, like what?
For example, what I do right now, shoot a lot of artists. Yeah. I know that they have too much money, but they are very interesting people. They are more sensible people. So it's like stalking with a really good musician, or I don't know, a politician or a tech guy. The musician guy will have 100% or 1,000 times bigger soul. And they are really sensitive people. And that's part of the reality I really like. And yeah, people don't pay for that, but you got a lot of joy from it.
I used to say the same things. For me, it's a thing to hear that, that's my biggest family fight. It's like, oh, Sam, you're too much about the money, you're too much about it. And then they're like, you need to be happy. It's all about happiness. It's all about this. I don't think so. I think it's all about purpose. Yeah.
Well, that's different purposes.
Yeah, I like musicians sometimes because I like music, listening to music, and I'm inspired by them. I want to make music as well one day.
By the way, one of the things that motivates me to make actually real money is that I want to do this passion project so badly that I realized I have to do a lot of money in order to maintain them. So I have no other chance to do them.
I actually helped not too long ago. Helped a photographer sell photos for I think 3K or maybe 2K, 1K, something like that, for a lot of money. For him it was a lot of money, and I helped him do that.
Let's say my ideal client is, I want to shoot portraits. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at connecting with people, shooting portraits, business portraits. Probably business portraits are the best in terms of money. So let's say that's my ideal client.
Okay. How do you get clients for that?
Yes, exactly.
You know, like for example, I have a few ideal clients. I just love working with them. They're my favorite people to talk to. I have more people like this in my life. So all the time I think about them and I think like, oh, you know what, this will help you a lot. And I always have proactive ideas, like I will send them reels, I send them ideas, I send them things like that. But then I'm thinking like, this is a waste of time. I should not just send each person a private message. What if I did the same things that I would want to send them and I just did it publicly? So I'd share a reel. I did it with my family at the beginning, actually. I wanted to help my mother with her business, right? Because she had no money. She had a struggling business. She was working really hard and not smart at all. And whenever I would talk to her, it would come from one ear to the other. Family, right? And then I was like, I want to share the same ideas. I'm just going to share it instead of with them, that they don't listen. I'm going to share it on Instagram. Now they pay much more attention because it's on Instagram. And they see it speaks to them exactly. Speaks to their problem. And they see also that other people are listening to it. Now they take action on those things. So the same thing right now I'm doing with my ideal clients is every time I have an idea for them, instead of sending them a private message, I would share it publicly. I would try to share it publicly. And now I attract more people like them. Yes. And they can also see it, and they can be like, hey, just saw this reel. What a great idea. Thank you.
Yes, so they can relate you more that you solved something similar for someone else, so they can trust you more.
Yeah. So for example, the reel that you made, right, which is like your photos and all the physics that you used on it, you can make a reel, like usually what photographers would do, they would make a reel and they would share something for photographers, like, hey, this is how I got this photo, and I use this shutter speed, and I use this settings and things like that. Now, photographers, they found it really interesting, but the client has no idea what an ISO is, or shutter speed, right? They don't care, that doesn't speak to them. So instead of a hook of like, this is how I create this image, you would speak to your ideal client, which will be a hook like, this image was created in location in Budapest, and we did this because this person on the photo had insecurity about this. Now it speaks to a problem. Everyone with the same problem will listen because they have the same problem, and you show how you solve that problem, that insecurity. Or for example, I have one client, she makes 50K a month selling portraits. Now she doesn't really sell portraits. She sells the feeling or the feedback of clients that they come to her and they say, my husband hasn't complimented me in years. I took photos with you. I showed him the photos, and for the first time in years, he complimented me. Yeah,
you have to think with the mind of your clients, not yours.
Yeah. Exactly. And this is also why it's really important to change your friends or change who you surround yourself, because most photographers, every freelancer surrounds himself by competitors, or by not competitors, but colleagues, right? But if you become, like the best thing I did in my life was become best friends with my clients. And then suddenly like, oh, I see that you don't know how to make videos on your Instagram. Let me teach you how to do that. And you see all the problems that are like grandmas who don't know how to use a phone or any technology. Now you can help them with much more things, and you can sell them much more things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had a client, for example, she was hiring me as a photographer to make photos at her events. They were doing crazy food events, like the biggest food events in the Netherlands or in Europe. Then she hired me for a wedding. And then suddenly we became really good friends. She offered me to stay at her house when they were going on vacation. And housing is a huge thing. So she had a huge villa, beautiful place. So that was just like, wow. And then after, like when I stopped photography, she suddenly bought from me when I became a content coach, because she wants to grow her Instagram as well. Yeah. Right? So we continue working together. It's so beautiful because we're good friends. We trust each other.
You know them, you know him or her. She trusts me very well, so...
Yeah. Now, what would get you to make the most amount of money this month that you could possibly...
What would get me to...
To make 20K this month.
In Hungary, nothing.
That's not true. Stop saying that. You can work for America. You can do that today, literally. Do I need to tell you how? Or do you have ideas?
Let me think for a second. 20K? Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay,
that's what my problem with photography. So it's like, I have to be at the place, at somewhere. Yeah. And it's like I can do it from here, from a distance.
So listen, first of all, one of your best excuses in life is like, oh, no way in Hungary that's possible, right? Okay, well, let's stop making that excuse and stop working with the Hungarians, work with Americans. They have more money, they have less limiting beliefs, they think big, they pay big.
I don't know them, so I understand Hungarians. I know how they think, what are their problems, how you need to talk to them, so you understand a lot of things, and the relations between a lot of things, and logic, how it works. But I don't know the Americans. I don't know how they talk, I don't know what are their problems. Or at least, or maybe just, I believe that I don't know that, I don't know, but that's my feeling, that's stopped me.
Maybe get a VPN, a private VPN for America. for your phone. Post for Americans, right? I would, like, one thing you can help them with is social media right now. Everyone needs social media. Everyone needs AI, you pick AI, social media, something like that, or for artists, right? So you make content about it. Maybe you run some ads if you want to go faster for Americans, people in New York, LA. And you make one ad that's like, I'm looking for 2 people who need help with their social media. I'll make you high quality content, I'll share your product, I'll make storytelling, I'll do everything. Okay, a few people click on it, they book a call, right? So everything goes to a call. You just need 2 clients. You can do 4 clients, okay? But you tell them, I am going to do, for 1 month, I'm going to do everything I can to get you the most amount of money for yourself with social media. It's easier when you help someone else make money, they can pay you more, right?
Yes.
It's more valuable. So you ask them, okay, what do you sell? What's your goal? Where do you want to go? Where are you currently? This is sales. And then you tell them, okay, listen, my dream is to make 20K this month. And I want to do it only with 2 people, okay? Or 4 people. I will charge you for this whole month. I will be full time with you and 1 more client, but I will put all my attention. I will make you every day 2 posts. I will do research. I will do AI. I will do AI clone voice, or I will make content for you, UGC, right? I will take photos of your product and you send it to me. Or if it's an online product, I can do different kind of content, all those things. So you do, for example, UGC. Mm-hmm. You know what UGC is?
Yes. User journey content.
Yeah. So, for example, you work with a coach. So you go and make content about how great this coach is, right? You make content about like all the problems that his ideal clients has, and then you solve them, right? Mm-hmm. You make content for that, and you go viral. And basically you tell them like this, I will do that for half of the price. If I get you this results, I help you get 5 more clients this month, you pay me. So you do it for 2 clients, for example. I want from you 30, like I will make you 30 reels, I will do research, I will do this. You tell them exactly what the plan is to get them to 5 clients. It will cost 10K, but listen, just pay me 5K. If I manage to help you get those results, you pay me the other 5. If I don't, you get half price.
Will people pay 5K for somebody who has no results, like a portfolio that, okay, how can they trust me?
Then you start with 4 clients. You do 2.5K, right? 2.5K is okay, it's not so much.
But you see, that's where, so for me, 2.5K in Hungary is like crazy money.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't know about how the Americans, maybe for them it's like nothing. And if I know that and I can believe that it's nothing for me, then I can go there and ask for that money and da-da-da.
It is.
But in my head, that amount of money, it's a crazy amount of money.
Of course you need to provide value and you need to do your best. But you can tell 4 people, hey, I will work for you for 5,000 euros, right? But if I don't get you the results, you just pay 2,500. Mm-hmm. I will do everything for you. I will work super hard for you and 3 more clients. Mm-hmm. It's believable, right? You can do a lot for 4 people at the same time.
Yep.
I believe that. If I help you get 5 more clients or the results you want, then realistic, you pay me full what I want. Mm-hmm. If not, not.
Yeah.
Is this realistic?
It's completely realistic. Yes. Now, as you are talking about it, it sounds realistic. Yeah. It's just funny how. Now, people have their own self-limiting beliefs, I guess. So,
yeah. Now, of course, the better results you get, the more you can charge, right? If you help someone grow to 100K.
Actually, I could just do that, guys, I'm going to do it for completely free. And if I get you the results, you pay me that. And that's like a no-brainer. And I could do that, and there are no excuses.
But it's also not realistic. Because I've seen this happen, and then people don't give their best. When they know that they might not get paid, they don't give their best. The employer doesn't want to do that, the client doesn't want to do that, and you don't want to do that. So
I have to decide a few things before that. What? Like, do I want to do it in English or Hungarian?
Well, didn't we just make the decision? That's stupid to make it in Hungarian, because that's your excuse.
Yes. Here are the excuses already.
So English, we made a decision or not?
Yeah, you have to do it in English.
What's the next objection?
You have to do it in English. You have to do it every day. Just for 1 week. Just for 1 week with voiceover.
Okay. Anything stopping you from doing it?
Me.
Yeah, okay,
No
well-
one else. Let's find someone.
Yeah, send your sister or your best friend, someone, send them a message. Hey, I want to post every day for 1 week, and if I don't manage to do that, you can get me a challenge, something that I will hate, that will feel terrible, like cleaning your house. They know you better than you know yourself. They know what you hate, so they'll figure it out.
Maybe your best friends are not the best idea. They're gonna ruin your life. The first one was obvious, like they are guys like no sex for a year. No, like
You can't stop.
are you gonna stop me or what? Like how? One of the better ideas, the more viable ideas, is that morning breakfast every Monday in the bed for bed service.
Yeah.
Bed service breakfast for a friend on every Monday for 3 months.
No, that's exaggerated.
That's
It's not realistic. You cannot
Yeah.
force someone to do that. But I think the best thing is like you give them money, you send them money, and then you can do like, for example, 1 week you do service in bed, and then they send you the money back, and if they don't, they hold your money, because then you have something to lose. Otherwise, you can just like
yep.
not do it, right?
Yeah. Or I can just be strong enough to post every single day. But yeah.
Like you can say to yourself, okay, if I don't post, I need to do the breakfast for them, but I can just not do the breakfast. There's nothing for me stopping me, right?
Yeah.
I can come up with a good excuse, and they will understand. But when you send the money, or when they have something that they hold,
Oh, I came up with an idea. One of them are he's a manager, artist manager, and I shoot them a lot of times portraits.
yeah,
So I will just shoot the next
portrait for
2
free.
things for free if I don't.
Yeah, you can do
If I
that.
don't. So that way I can lose money, and that hurt.
You can ask them also, okay, and what if you win? What if you do it for like 2 weeks? Then you can tell you like, okay, well then I connect you with one of my favorite clients.
The portrait session idea is good, actually.
But is it like, do you feel like you're going to benefit from doing a free portrait photo shoot? You're going to want to do it anyway? Because then it's not a...
No, it's like I don't want to do it for free.